This video will show how to set up the GLS sampler for an industrial pretreatment sampling event. So it's going to take a 24-hour composite. So I'm going to show you how to open it up to get to the base. And in the base we have our 10,000 milliliter composite jug. And then this is the discharge tube, and that will send the sample to the jug. Okay, I'll close it back up. Alright, and we're going to take our tubing and connect it to the sampler. So typically we'll use a 10-foot tube, although you can change the length if needed. And depending on the industry, we may need to use a weighted strainer. This would be if they had a waste stream and we would need to put the strainer in. Otherwise, we could connect the tubing to a spigot, and you would know which one you would need depending on the permit. It will tell you where you'll be sampling at the industry. Alright, so I'm just going to connect the tube to our sampler. Okay. Just going to put this in this groove, and I'm going to just twist this around for now. Okay, so I'm going to put a fully charged battery into our sampler. So I'm going to pull the elastic, insert the battery, and I'm going to take the 2-pin connector and insert it here, and I'll just line it up and twist. Okay, so our sampler now houses its power source, and I'm going to hit the on button. Alright, so it's blinking on the program setting. If I wanted to navigate over to view log or the time or the date, I could with these arrows if I needed to change anything. I'm gonna start programming, so I'm going to hit enter. So now it's asking me if I want it time paced or flow paced. When we do sampling for our pretreatment, we always do time paced. Now it's asking how many minutes we want in between each sample. 20 minutes is pretty standard. You wouldn't want to do more than 60 minutes because you want a representative sample. And now it's asking the bottle volume, and this is 10,000 milliliters, which is the size of the composite jug in the base. So now it's asking us how many samples we want to take. So it's blinking at 72, and this is a good number. If we take 72 samples every 20 minutes, it will get us to the amount of samples we want for a 24-hour composite. So for the sample volume, it's 130 milliliters, and this is also good because we're taking 72 samples, so 72 times 130 will get us approximately the size of the composite jug. Now it's asking if I'd like to set a start time or if I want a delay to start. So I'm not going to set a start time. I'm just going to hit no delay to start, and this means that the sampler will start taking a sample after I finish programming. So for the suction line, it is 3/8 of an inch by 10 feet, and that is accurate for the tubing that we're using. If we wanted to change that information, we would hit calibrate. Okay, so this was the last step. So if I wanted to start sampling, I would go ahead and hit the go button. So for now, I will show you how to put the top back on the sampler. Okay. All right. And we are able to lock our sampler if needed, because we don't want it to be tampered with for any reason, so we can go ahead and lock it. And that is how we set up a sampler for industrial pretreatment sampling events.